What's going on, Life Path 3? How are you? Life Path number 3. Thank you guys so much for being here. So as you guys may already know, I've been trying to put these messages out for a minute, but what had delayed me was that I had been kind of dealing with some of my own personal things that I just needed to clear out, my own personal energies that I just kind of needed to get right. Hi, Nora. How are you? Hey, nice to see you. I had been trying to, clear out my own personal energies, so I hadn't really gotten the life path messages out to you guys. I was just been really trying to just make sure I clear that stuff up. But now that we are here, we're here. We're gonna go ahead and get into your messages. Yes, definitely good to see you. So let me just talk to you a little bit about life path number 3. Okay, if you are a life path number 3, I feel like you guys are very, very creative. Okay, some of your qualities. Some of your qualities may be like, I feel like for some of you, you may be almost kind of like a jack of all trades, or at least, if not of everything, is right. It's like, some shit. But you guys are generally happy. I feel like you guys have a very jovial, a natural jovial sort of essence to you. Okay. You guys definitely want to, you're developers, but it's more like, you're self-developing. A lot of you are travelers. A lot of you are, people who kind of get things expanding. You kind of get ideas going to where they need to go to, right? Like in tarot, you can kind of think about that. Like in tarot, you have like the 3 of Pentacles. That's the plan that you lay down. That's the blueprint. Or the 3 of Cups, right? That's like that party, that good time. Like you guys are that, you guys are very much in the spirit of like they say, 2 is company and 3 is a crowd, right? So it's like you guys are like the crowd, but in the best of ways. Okay. You guys are inspirers. The planet that you guys resonate to is Jupiter, right? So you guys are about, it's about good things coming with, again, like the 3 of Wands, just kind of putting it into a whole tarot perspective for some of you who may not know a lot about the actual numerology aspect of the life path number 3. It can be relatable to kind of like the tarot card aspect of it as well. So if you're looking at threes are about the coming together to actually get the job done, to expand things. 3 is also about communication. You guys are great communicators as well. Excellent communicators. I know a few different life path number 3s that are really good at speaking, or they're really good at making sure that their ideas or their messages come across pretty accurately. Okay. An added benefit is some of you life path 3s probably look younger than you really are. All right. So let's go ahead and get into your message. If you were here, then I assume you already know. So, oh, you're life path 3. Okay, well, good. Glad to have you back. So then this will be for you. Okay. I was told I look 20. Okay, well, 21, 2 plus 1 is 3. So there you go, baby. Now, let's go ahead and get into your messages. Life path number 3. What we will do is we will go ahead and get your general message out. And the general message will be for the next 6 months. All right. So from this September to this coming March of 2020. All right. Now, once we get those general messages out, we'll go ahead and I'll start taking personal questions with donations. Okay. See, exactly. There you go, Sagittarius woman. And you don't look 41 at all. And I would have never guessed that, ever. Let's go ahead and get into your messages, okay? What's coming up for Life Path 3 here within the next 6 months? What do they have to look forward to? What do they need to learn? Let's get one more good shuffle. Cocoa butter is the key. Hey, tell me about it. All right. Okay. All right. Let me adjust myself here. Okay. What did I talk about as far as a plan being drawn up, a blueprint, right? If you think about it, that Three of Pentacles energy, it's about that blueprint being drawn up, a plan, you know, you coming together to form a plan with other people to make something work. All right. Well, guess what? Right in the middle of this is we have the koala spirit. Okay. Life has a plan. All right. Or spirit, better yet, spirit has a plan. Okay. So something is coming together. Something that you need is coming together quite beautifully for you, okay? Because on the outside of that, I do have the turkey spirit, and then I also have the turkey spirit, and also have the peacock spirit, okay? So your own personal light as a life path number 3 is shining through your own personal beauty, your own natural beauty, okay? And all you're doing is you're being your natural, and all you're doing is being your natural giving self. Okay. You're giving, and then at the same time, you're accepting as well. You're gracious, and you have a lot of gratitude towards what others are giving of you as well, or what spirit is trying to give to you as well. Okay. With the whale spirit, some things may be a little bit mysterious, but you're trusting that. Okay. You're trusting that what spirit has for you is going to be for your better. All right. And guess what? At the end of this here is we have the bat spirit, which lets us know that that a rebirth is coming through. This is spirit reassuring you that you're going to be renewed. Okay. So what I'm feeling is that for life path 3, for number 3s, I'm feeling that a lot of you are going through a very, very spiritual shift. Now, for some of you, this is where you're coming together with others to form some sort of plan. But others of you, this is where you're just kind of having to let go of your own plan. Okay, you're kind of having to let go of your own plan and trust that whatever spirit is bringing to you is going to work out for your better, because, you know, but that's the mystery of it all, right? That's the mystery of it all. But you're going to have to just kind of let go a little bit, let go of your own plan. Okay, let go of your own plan. Things are going to be expanding for you. Rebirth is coming for you. A renewal is coming for you. Okay, over the next 6 months, that might be what you have, you know, that might be the lesson that you're learning over the next 6 months, is how to let go of your plan that you've already kind of, like your pre-existing plan. I mean, I can't say it any other way than that, but let's go ahead and pull some more energies to clarify these. Okay. Spirit is telling me here that you'll be recognized by your own beauty, like your beauty, your own star power. In the tarot, the star is represented by the sign Aquarius. So I feel like for a lot of you, your ideas are going to be shining. Your people are gonna see you and recognize what your abilities are. People are going to be grateful for you. People are going to want you around. You're gonna complete something for someone, okay? Or you're possibly looking for some sort of completion yourself. For some of you, you may be welcoming the birth of a child. 1 + 1, it does not equal 2. Not if you're looking from, you know, a reproductive standpoint. 1 + 1 is 3. Well, you're definitely a joy to me. I appreciate seeing your comments and your likes and your engagement with me. So I can attest to that, Sagittarius woman. But yeah, but going back to that, some of you guys may be hearing about some sort of child coming forth. Maybe some of you might be pregnant. And again, this is just the general part of this. Some of you might be pregnant. But with the rebirth here, it's just letting me know that, okay, what's coming forward is a good thing. It may not be exactly what it is that you planned, but is what's coming forward, what's being birthed forward is going to allow your light to shine. And you're going to be thankful for it. And then people that you end up returning that light to, they're going to be grateful to you. Okay. But let's go ahead and look and see if we can see some more energies here. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so when it comes to matters, if I'm pregnant with my boyfriend, oh my God, because, right. But hey, Sagittarius woman, that may be exactly what it is that ends up bringing y'all back together. Remember in the last video, we were talking about you guys coming together to have a heart-to-heart conversation. So that may be what that's about. And you don't know how that situation is going to play out. But, all right, so back to the general message here. For some of you, this could be about money. You're going to have support in places where you didn't even really realize that you were going to have support. That support that you have monetarily, or the support that you give monetarily, is going to allow other people to be free. It's going to allow other people to expand, which is about Jupiter, because Jupiter is associated with life path number 3. So it's going to allow you to expand, as a balloon does. It expands. Okay. For some of you, you may be traveling, but there's, I feel you guys having some sort of supportive role here. And it could be monetarily, whether you're giving money or accepting money. But I feel also where Spirit is allowing you guys to do that, it's going to be kind of a give and take, really. We have table. Okay. Table, gathering. All right. So what sorts of things are you guys talking about when you come together, when you're trying to build this force, when you're trying to for some of you, it's about some sort of gathering, some sort of celebration, some sort of reunion, some sort of sit down that you guys are kind of having to talk about, right? Whatever you're trying to plan, whatever gathering that you put forth together to try to plan this thing out, I'm getting, yes, you can be ruled by multiple planets. Okay. As a person, you have multiple sides to your personality. Okay. So yes, if you're an Aquarius and you're ruled by Uranus, then yes, those, that's just one part of your personality. But as a life path number 3 ruled by Jupiter, that's another part of your personality. But yes, you can be ruled by multiple planets. Okay. Or better yet, multiple parts of your personality have different rulers. So that's what allows you to be good at certain things and maybe not so good at other certain things. Okay. As a person, you have more than one part of yourself, more than one characteristic to your personality. That's why, there's never 2 Aquariuses that are exactly alike, or 2 life path 3s who are exactly alike. Yeah, you have a moon side, you have a rising. And then even as far as numerology goes, you don't necessarily just have a life path number. Okay. You have a personality number. You have other numbers as well that escapes me. But it's not just about one one specific side of yourself. That's why it's always good, even when you're watching tarot videos like this, if it's not necessarily a personal reading, it's always good to watch your moon sign, watch your rising sign, watch maybe your Venus sign too, because Venus talks about love. You know, the sun sign talks about you and how you identify. Your rising sign talks about how other people see you, or your first impression that you give to other people. The moon sign is going to be more talking about your feelings. Okay. So I hope that answers your question. All right. So with the bat spirit, we have red rose for rebirth. Okay. So I sense a little bit of romantic vibes here. Yeah, way more than our sun signs, Asia. But I do sense a little bit of a romantic vibe here. Okay. Now back to the general part of this message here. Centrally, again, with the koala spirit, with spirit having a plan for you, and then it's actually coupled by the image of a shark, which tells me, it tells me the way that you've been operating up to now. It tells me that the way that you guys have been operating up to now is, you know, some of you may have only been doing things because of survival. The types of plans that you've been making have all strictly been because, listen, I need to survive. I can't stop swimming. I got shit to do. If I stop moving, I'll die. You know, if I stop moving, I can't eat. You know, that's the energy that I'm feeling that you guys are coming forth, coming through as during this time. Whether that's you've been already feeling like that, or this will be the energy of the next 6 months. Not to say that you're not going to be, not to say that you're not going to, you know, have abundance of something, right? But just still, all of the decisions that you make and all of the plans that you make as a person is going to be about your survival, okay? But keep in mind, spirit has a plan for you. So that's just what you've been doing. But spirit has a plan for you to ensure your survival, okay? To ensure your survival. For some of you, that might mean that there may be, you know, you guys, you may be being introduced to a new romance, or you may be introduced to a new love for something that's going to give you a very, very expansive viewpoint about what it is that you're going through. And if it's a matter of money, it's really more so about you giving and contributing to a particular cause. For some of you, though, it may be on the outside. For some of it may be on the flip side. For some of you, it may be where people are giving and contributing to you. Not because you need it, not because you're in dire need or anything like that, not because you're poor, not because you're in poverty. Some of you, that may be the case. But for others of you, it's just the fact that you have support coming in from other people. That support is what is going to allow you to pour back into other people, and it's going to it's going to allow you to be able to be like, okay, well, I can bring this to the table, I can support in this way, okay? And it allows the situation to freely move the way it needs to move, because you're bringing something to the table, you're bringing or you have something to contribute. Allie, thank you, I appreciate that. And happy early birthday coming up to you as well. I'm going to get to that. Let me finish out this general portion of the reading, and then I'll definitely come back and answer that question, okay? Definitely, and I'm going to go in for you because I appreciate that donation, all right? But all in all, overall, before I even start pulling tarot, I just feel like for you guys, you're definitely, whatever plan that you have, just keep in mind, spirit can alter that plan at any moment. And spirit is going to alter that plan to make sure that, you get what you deserve. Okay. And that you're able to expand and create and develop yourself the way you need to be developed. Okay, Spirit is not going to let you die. Spirit is not going to let you go without. Spirit is not going to let you not survive. Spirit is going to help bring stuff to the table, and it's going to be enchanted. It's going to be like, dang, like, how did this even happen? But that's all right, though, because it's for you. It's for your growth. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot. Now, keep in mind, again, this is the general. This is the general message part. When I'm done with this, I will open it up to personal questions as well. So Allie, I'm going to get to your question. I promise you I am. And if you can't wait for me, then just email me and I'll make sure that I give you your message, because I do appreciate your donation, baby. And happy Virgo season to you as well. Okay. Yeah, you can super chat here, okay? So listen, we got the 10 of Cups popping out right out of the gate. And again, this is the general message. Oh my God, listen. Life path, oh my God. Okay, look. In the middle of this tarot, sorry, in the middle of this tarot message here, we have the 8 of Cups. We have the 8 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups is letting me know that you guys are walking away. You guys are walking away from something from the past. As it relates to this reading, I'm feeling like you're walking away from your own plan. And not to say like you're abandoning your plan. It's more so where you are, it's more so where you are, you're just allowing spirit to kind of take the wheel. And it's funny because the next card out is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you're allowing things to really work for you, as opposed to you know, you trying to have a lot of control and you trying to actually make the plan and set the blueprint. You're getting more so out of that here. Okay, now the card right before that here was the Alchemist or the Magician. Okay, and then the Alchemist and the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune is letting me know that whatever you guys are, whatever plan that you're allowing spirit to really operate in your life, it's because it's something that you put out into the universe in the past. Next to that, we have the 10 of Cups. We have the 10 of Cups with the Alchemist. So you guys have wanted a stable, secure foundation. Okay? You've wanted a stable and you've wanted a secure foundation in the past. All right? Now, in the future, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it's coupled with the Tower. Okay, so this is telling me that, you know what, spirit is operating on your behalf. Spirit is bringing that expanse towards you. Spirit is bringing that development, that personal development towards you. All right, but you're gonna have to go through some shit. You're gonna have to go through some things. Now, what you're gonna have now, all of this, now what you're gonna have to go through is definitely going to prepare you for you know, thank you, Asia Nicole. I appreciate it. What you're going through is going to prepare you for, you know, the next level, right? But you have to be ready to just allow spirit to kind of cultivate that plan for you. The card under the deck here we had was the Fool. Okay, so you have to be willing to dive right in. Okay, spirit is saying, you know, dive in. Allow me to set this up for you. Allow me to create the proper channels for you. Okay, don't, yeah, sit and wait. Exactly. Thank you, Nigel. Sit and wait. Thank you, Asia. Did you have a question though? I'll be able to answer a question for you as well. But yeah, sit and wait. Allow that wheel to turn. Okay, spirit is trying to get some things in motion for you guys, and it's what you wanted. Everything that spirit is trying to put in motion for you is what you wanted. It's what you manifested. It's what you dreamed about. It's what you put forth into the universe. It's every experience that you've gone through is what is giving you the tools to be able to handle what spirit is coming has coming for you next. And what I feel spirit has coming for you next, it may be something great. It's going to be something astounding. It's going to be something that's going to allow you to bring something of quality to the table. Is going to allow you to be able to shine. Is going to be allow you to be able to be appreciated. Okay, but But the Tower card might not necessarily mean that you're going to have to go through something, or better yet, it may not mean that something is going to happen. But it does, I do get the sense that this is saying that, you know, there may be a little bit of adversity to work through, all right? It may not be all the way easy, right? You know, the next card out under the Fool card was the Five of Wands. So it may not be necessarily easy. You know, you may have to deal with other people's motives. Okay, that's fine, Asia. You know, you're gonna have to go through, you know, you're gonna have to deal with other people's motives, you know, if this involves you joining forces or joining some sort of team, you know, what are the motives behind the reasons of you joining this team? What are the motives behind these people wanting you to join this team? Okay. Understand that and learn that before you just jump into it. But Spirit definitely is working something for your better. Okay. I don't have anything else for you guys as far as the general message. The only thing I can say is you're expanding, your knowledge is expanding, your experiences are expanding. You being number 3, that's what you're about. Is you're here to you're here on this planet to help expand. If the number 1 is about initiating and number 2 is about adding and contributing to what number 1 has initiated, then number 3 is about the expanse of that, the growth of that. Again, if you're talking about rebirth in children, which we did have the rebirth spirit coming out here. If we're talking about rebirth, then we're talking about, you know, some of you guys may be having a child, all right? Because that 1+1 energy with you and your other person, that's going to create that child, number 3, unless you have twins, and then that's a whole nother situation. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the personal questions. I know Ali was first. So, okay. You feel like you're standing alone, but you feel protected spiritually. Why did you lose so many people? Okay. Ali, I really want to just send my condolences to you for anyone that you have lost, either, you know, to death or just people walking away from you. Okay. But understand here, if it's something that somebody had to walk away from you for, and that's the way that you lost them, is because that's what they felt like they needed to do to survive. Now, that may not be what you personally like it may not, excuse me, it may not have anything to do with you personally, right? So if that's the case, try not to take it personal unless you know that it was definitely for a personal reason on your behalf. But it was more so about what they needed to do for them. They needed to walk away because they needed to survive. It may not have necessarily been in their plan to walk away from you, but they may have needed to separate themselves from you to survive. Okay. Now, also, I'm feeling like I don't know. This is kind of. Let me pull some more cards here for the situation. Let me pull some more cards for the situation because I'm getting a sense of like some sort of fight happening. There may have been some sort of fight. Ah. Okay, so we got the 7 of Pentacles to pop right out. Okay, so Allie, what I'm feeling like with the 7 of Pentacles, someone felt as though there was no more growth in the situation. There was no more growth in the situation. Or if they did transition, it was because it was their time to transition because Spirit was calling to their soul to let them know that, listen, you've done what you have done here on this planet. You've done what you've done here on this earth. So even though you may not see the fruits of your labor, just understand that the seeds that you planted are growing, and therefore the other people that were around you, that were close to them, mainly you, it was for you to reap the reward of. Okay. But let's go ahead and pull some more energies. Okay, the King of Pentacles. Okay, the King of Pentacles is popping out for me, Allie, because what I'm feeling like is whoever it was that left you. There was a particular person that left you. I feel like this person was someone that you looked up to. You looked up to them. They were a very giving person. They were a point of support for you. They they probably they were. I feel like they were probably a very influential person. Someone that you you walked away from a petty argument. Yeah, and that with that Five of Wands there, that's definitely what that could be. Okay. With that Eight of Cups there, that's definitely what that is. You walking away. But this person could be this person with this King of Pentacles and this Seven of Pentacles. This person, I don't feel like they wanted you to walk away. I feel like they wanted to give you something. But what I'm feeling though is I'm feeling like they wanted to give you something, but I think they were waiting on your decision to take it. So then the World card pops up there. That was me walking away from people that kept me at a low vibration. Yeah. Yeah, and you weren't seeing the results. Like you weren't seeing where these people added to increase your frequency and to increase your vibration. Now they could have been offering you something, but you're right. They may have been trying to offer you something that you just didn't need. Okay, and with the World card, yeah, it was like you put it into that. You put it into that. You say, nah, I'm not even gonna be in this situation with y'all no more. And then we have the Six of Swords coming here. So the Six of Swords is, yeah, you walking away. You saying, listen, I'm not going to deal with this bullshit no more. I'm just going to cut my losses. I'm going to cut my losses and I'm just going to have peace of mind. There's nothing that you can offer me that will equate what I know in my own head to be of to be a sound decision. Like there's nothing that you can offer me that's going to make me compromise myself for the work that I've already put in. And the Sun card. So something came out. Some sort of information came out about this person. Or what it was you probably saw this person for who they were and decided that, I don't want you. I don't want to be making plans with you. Okay? I don't want to jump into anything with you. Yeah, what you've shown me, what you have to offer me is it's pretty, but it's not going to do anything for me. It's not going to grow into anything. And I don't want to put myself in a potentially I don't want to put myself into any potential conflict all because you offered me something pretty or you offered me something that you thought I couldn't refuse. Coincidentally, we have the Six of Swords at the bottom of the other deck as well right now. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I see in here, Allie, before I move on, because I'd hate to move on and not answer all of your question. But ultimately, though, I do see that if it was you were the one that moved on, it's because you like, listen, it was a conscious decision that you made because you realized that they're not contributing anything to your growth. And it would be to be stable with them would kind of be a little counterproductive. And this is what I see there. That's what I see there. Just make sure, make sure that you're, whatever you get yourself into the next 6 months, just make sure that you're looking at who they are, you know, don't just take them for face value. You know, allow spirit to show you who they are as a person, to reveal everything about them before you make any decisions. See what they're bringing to the table. Okay? See what they're bringing to the table. Who else had a question? Asia, let me answer your question. Hold on. This guy is taking my scales on a roller coaster ride, but he has captured my spirituality. Is it time for me to move on? I gave everything I got and nothing in return. Yeah. Yeah, you gave everything you got and nothing in return. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Spirit is saying there's nothing that I can't. There's nothing here that's going to grow. That's why you got that Seven of Pentacles. There's no results being yielded here. It's time to move on. Time to make like this balloon and expand and get the fuck. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. All right, Asia, let's take a look at you. Because, Asia, you dealing with them Scorpios, honey. And you know how them Scorpios will have you. Them Scorpios will have you this way and that way. Allie, you're welcome, baby. I'm really happy it resonated to you. And thanks so much for supporting. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. I send you so much love, okay? Now, Asia, let's talk about you and your Scorpio, baby. Because like I was saying, these Scorpios will have you, they will have you on a roller coaster. They will have you on a roller coaster. And no offense to any Scorpios out here watching. Scorpios think you're a good friend is one. Yeah, no offense to anybody who's a Scorpio watching. That's also a life path 3. I don't know how this resonates to you guys, but I just know from personal experience that a Scorpio will definitely either one of two things. They'll leave you wondering, or they'll, you know, they'll definitely be upfront with their actions. This is the first ever Scorpio. Oh my God. Oh, well, let me not scare you then. I don't want to scare you at all. Because you never know. This might be a beautiful connection here. Okay. I mean, we do, in the general part of this reading, we did have the 10 of Cups coming out here. Okay. The 10 of Cups that came out together with the Alchemist. So remember, this is something that this person Asia, this person possesses a quality that you like, a quality that you asked for, a quality that you asked spirit for, or universe, or whoever it is that you pray to. This is something that you asked for. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, they may not have come in the, package of being perfect, right? You know, they may be dealing with some things on an emotional level too. Remember, because the Wheel and the Tower is also out in here with the 5 of Wands and the Fool. So just keep in mind, you know, they may be just excited. They may be just as excited to jump into this relationship with you, Asia, your Scorpio. But they may be dealing with some adversity on their end as well. They may be dealing with certain changes, certain things that spirit that spirit is trying to change within them, certain things that they didn't think would line up perfectly as well. Okay, but look, but right under the deck for this other card, for this other deck that I was going to use for you, is the Page of Pentacles. So there is an offer. He definitely wants to make you some sort of offer. Okay, but again, it is the Page. So he might know like, ooh, I want to offer Asia something, but he may not necessarily know what it is that you like yet, or he might not necessarily know what would move you yet. Okay, this is him saying, oh, I want to offer her something, but I don't want to like, it's like make a promise, you know, of something that he doesn't really know what he's promising yet. Okay, let's go ahead and get one more shuffle and then go in. And thank you for everyone who has donated and asked questions. You guys, really, I do appreciate you. Really. You can email me, Sagittarius. You can. Please. Okay. All right. Asia, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. At the bottom of the deck again, I'm seeing the Fool card in reverse. So again, we have the Fool card coming out here already in the general part of this reading over the over this. But the Fool card here under the deck as it relates to your particular situation, it's where there's a hesitation. Okay? There's a hesitation. Coming off here, on the left side of this reading, I'm looking at the Page of Cups in reverse with the King of Cups. Okay? So there is a situation where, and this is that Scorpio energy, all the way, Asia. This is that Scorpio energy. So this is telling me, what this is telling me is, okay, this particular Scorpio probably knows exactly how they feel about you. They know exactly how they feel about you, but they just might not know necessarily how to communicate it to you. Okay. They know how they feel, but they may be dealing with certain issues as far as whether it's insecurities or, things didn't quite go right as far as dealing with love in the past, like they want that with you, especially if you guys are, connecting spiritually on a spiritual level already. It's like there's already this energy about him that's like, wow, like, okay, this is going really, really good. I really, really like her. But, he may not know exactly how to communicate that to you. And then so to you, it's looking like here with the Seven of Pentacles that popped out again. It's like with you, it's like, okay, listen, you're waiting, you're waiting for maybe some sort of response. You're waiting for some sort of gesture. And let me go back up to your question so that I can make sure I get this right. Is it time for me to move on? And he's captured your spirituality. Yeah, he's a page as far as communication skill. Well, listen, yeah, I mean, he might not necessarily know how to communicate that to you. And you're sitting there looking like, well, okay, I've put in all of this effort and energy with you. And it may not even be a lot of effort and energy that you put in with him, but you put in something with him, right? You've planted some sort of seeds there, okay? But all in all, you're waiting on those results. But we also have the Five of Pentacles and the Strength card. With the Five of Pentacles and the Strength card, and the way it falls out here, it falls out over the Wheel and the Tower card from the general side of the reading, okay? So as it relates to you, this question might relate to you here. I really feel like there's a bit of I feel like there's a bit of impatience, Asia. Yeah. And then that Queen, yeah, and you did have that Fool card coming out in reverse. So I feel like there's like a bit of impatience with you, all right? There is a bit of impatience, but then with the Five and then the Strength card, this is letting me know that you have already been like, it's like oh God, it's like I almost feel like you're bracing yourself for the rejection that you feel is going to come. Okay. But I don't feel like there's a rejection that's coming. I just really feel like you're waiting on results, but you're waiting on someone who's a little bit hesitant to really tell you how they feel, either because they have been in a Five of Cups situation before, and they're just a little bit like, I don't know. But then at the same time, like, you're having to exercise the strength. You're having to exercise the restraint in a way of like communicating with him, because the next card out is the Queen of Swords. Okay. And that Queen of Swords, yeah, I'm going to try to be strong and not give up. Yeah, that Queen of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Before I even get into the Queen of Swords, yeah, try to be strong. Don't give up. The situation might look a little bit bleak. It may look like, a rejection's about to come. He has rejected you. Let me make sure I'm clear about that. He has rejected you, Asia. Or was that a reply to somebody else? Okay, we'll get into that in the personal reading. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. But what I'm saying here, though, with the, I'll leave this alone for you for now. But what I feel here with the Queen of Swords, this is very air energy. Okay, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. All right, but this also is your energy as well, Asia. This is you saying, listen, at some point, you're going to have to sit down and, oh, okay, good. At some point, you're going to have to sit down and have a conversation with him and like, listen, I see that things are going in a good way, or I see, or you've done this for me on a spiritual level. He's probably matched your energy on a spiritual level again, because we do have that 10 of Cups and Alchemist out here. So you guys may have matched each other's energy, but I don't see him being the best communicator. He's a feeler. Okay. He's a Scorpio. He's a feeler. He's always deep within his feelings. Whether he knows how to communicate that or not, he's always deep within. You might have to draw that out of him. Okay? He has had a broken heart in the past. Yeah, that's why he's hesitant. That's why he's hesitant with the Fool in reverse, but it's leaving you as the Seven of Pentacles. Okay? But you're going to have to be strong enough you're going to have to exercise that strength and be strong enough to communicate with him how you feel. Like, listen, I feel where you're coming from a lot. I feel that we're having these types of connections, but I'm feeling also like, listen, I need you to let me know what it is, because, when you don't open up and when you don't communicate with me and you just kind of leave me in the dark, it just kind of makes me feel a little bit depressed. Like, I don't know what's about to happen, or like, I don't know, it just kind of leaves room for all kind of negative thoughts to pop up into your head. Okay. But go ahead and email me though for the personal reading, baby, and we'll go ahead and we'll clear all of this up. And make sure you include everything. I want to know his birthday, your birthday. I want to know these numbers, because I want to make sure that I give you the best advice possible. Okay. Is there anybody else with questions? Okay. Yes, go ahead and email me, and then we'll, I'll get to you as soon as possible. I'll definitely make sure that we get your messages. Just go ahead and email me. Everything that you need to know about personal readings is going to be in the description box. Okay. Do you think there's any insight on being a 3 and having anxiety? Yeah, I do. I do feel like there's insight. I do feel like 3s can be a little bit anxious at certain times. And the reason why I do feel that is because, like I said, your number is 3. If you want to look at the tarot, and I always kind of come back to the tarot here. If you want to look at the tarot, you're welcome, Asia. If you want to come back to the tarot, the 3 is the number of expansion. The 3 is number of making sure things work. The 3 of Pentacles is about making sure that things work the way they're supposed to work, getting a plan together. The 3 of Wands is about you doing your part and you're waiting on other people to do their part. Okay. The 3 of Cups is about parties and celebrations, and it sometimes could be about third-party things, but those are just how I relate the number 3. So yeah, number 3 can be associated with anxiety, especially if you're operating more from like your shadow self. Okay. And the reason why is because like the 3 is, okay, I've made this plan, I've got this plan of action of how we're going to do things, but then it's like, all right, but is it going to work that way? Is it going to work out the way I planned it to? And the way I see it's just the way the way that my mind is operating about life path 3 and being anxious. It's all about making sure that plans go according to plan. Okay. And then you having to make sure that you can handle when plans don't go according to plan. And that, but honestly, that's a situation that would really leave anybody, feeling kind of anxious, of sorts. But as a life path 3, you know, it may just be a little bit more intense for you because you're a planner, you know? You're a planner. You want things to work the way you want them to work, or at least there's understanding. You want to have an understanding as to why it's not working. So if something is not working out, you may become anxious because you don't understand why, and you need to know the clear reasons as to why. Okay, and I hope that answered your question. Bracing yourself, like you said earlier, you know, and brace yourself. I mean, don't expect that something bad is going to happen, right? And if that is what made you anxious, I do apologize. Don't expect that something bad is going to happen. You know, the tower doesn't necessarily say that, oh, something is just going to crumble, something is just going to fall down, you know, something, you know, that's not always the case. Now, if that is the case, then yes, it's going to happen because it was supposed to happen, and it's for your own growth and it's for your own personal expansion. But sometimes the tower is just talking about working through adversity. Okay, the tower may have already happened, and now you are just trying to you know, work through the piles of the cleanup, right? Let me see. You're an Aquarius. Aquarius is represented by the star card. So if we have the tower here, the next card in the deck is the star. Okay. So if something has just crumbled, know that it crumbled so that it could leave room for your hopes and your expectations to be fulfilled. Okay. If you're working through a very adverse situation, just know that your reward is on the other side of that through faith, through the star card. Okay. And so again, I hope that was able to answer some of y'all's questions. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like, I really appreciate all of the love. I just want to give it all back to you. Make sure that you follow and subscribe to myself, as well as to an amazing reader out there, Indigo Child. He's an awesome reader. He's been showing me a lot of love for the past few weeks, so I definitely want to give all that right back to him. He's awesome. Okay. And thank you, Asia. Oh, thank you, Asia. I appreciate it. That makes me really feel special. And listen, you guys are really a lot of the, you guys are really the reason that I do this, okay? Because, I mean, it helps me. It helps me a lot as well, but also it allows me to be a messenger. To be a messenger, and you know, this keeps me in line with my life path number, which we'll get to. Okay, so this was life path number 3. I'm probably going to call it a day. All right. I'll probably do numbers 4, 5, and 6 tomorrow. So if you're a 4 or you're a 5 or a 6, or you know somebody that's a 4, 5, or 6, or you have questions about a 4 or a 5 or a life path number 6, make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'm going to be going live. I'll probably put on my community tab what times I'll be doing that, so that you guys won't miss me. Okay. So thanks again so much for your support. I love you guys. I really, really do. Make sure you keep on shuffling. Make sure you keep on smiling. And just remember that, you know, you're a part of this. You are a part of this universe. Okay. So talk to you later.